Okay, what up, guys? All right, so my goal here today is to help you guys get better sound in Call of Duty. Plain and simple. Whether it's to hear the footsteps to your left, hear the footsteps to your right, behind you, whatever it may be, is to pinpoint exactly where they are. Okay. Why Call of Duty themselves haven't fixed this? I don't know. Maybe because they're making tons of money and they don't want to invest in us. I don't know. Whatever. All right. So let's get right to it. Okay, so first what I did is I went to Google and I typed in this right here, Steel Series. Once this comes up, what you want to do is you want to click Sonar Software. Once you click Sonar Software, you should come to this page right here, okay? It's simple. All you do is hit this free download button. After you hit this free download button, you should get the downloads pop up over here. You want to double click that to open that, okay? Once that opens, it's going to basically prompt up with a window. You want to make you an account. You want to set up all your devices right there from that front window, or you can skip it, whatever you want to do, right? But after you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to open the app itself is going to still be open. Okay. So the app should look something like this. Okay. So once you get here, okay, basically you want to hit the sonar tab right here, sonar, right? So it's going to bring you probably to this screen first. Okay. So right here is where you set everything up with your current like peripherals, like, whatever headphones you use, you want to select it right here and right here. Okay. You want to make sure these are the same. Okay. So your mic, you want to make sure you put your input mic over here. And basically you can add more channels right here, but like I don't really use this. So I don't want to get into that right now. Okay. So what's cool about this is down here at the bottom, like let's say your group is too loud or something like that, right? Now, what this does is you can make it where the people are louder or the game is louder, right? So it gives you a good balance, especially if people are loud or you got people with, crazy voices, little kids. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, that option is there and it helps, believe me. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to game. Okay, when you go to game, you want to hit up here and it's going to basically take you right here. Okay, in this little search bar, what you want to do is you want to type in COD. Okay, now depending what Call of Duty you're running, if you're playing a lot on Warzone right now, you want to hit Black Ops 7, right? So when you hit Black Ops 7, what it's going to do is it's going to take you to this. This is what you're going to get, okay? Now pause the video if you have to while I'm explaining this to you so you can copy the same inputs that I have in, okay? So first, we're going to go to the purple, okay? Now, you want to make sure the gain and frequency and Q is exactly how I have it, right? Now, I'm not sure, but I think the hertz is like by the thousand or something like that. So if it doesn't type right or whatever, just make sure you hit enter after to get the right input. Okay. So it saves your input. Okay. Now the blue, this is the pink. This is the red. This is the orange. And I think over here, the kilohertz is by the thousand. So you want to make sure it's like when you type in frequency, you put 3000. Okay. Then hit enter. Okay. The orange is going to be the same way, right? So it says 9.00 kilohertz, but you want to put 9,000 and then hit enter, and then it's going to do everything properly. Okay, so after you're done doing that, you want to scroll down. Okay, so what you're going to come right here is to spatial audio. Okay, this is the big thing right here. Okay, so I have it on speaker mode because for me, I don't know, it just sounds better to me on speaker mode. But what you want to do is you want it fully on performance. So I believe this little bar is going to be in the middle. You want to put this all the way to the left. Okay. Now I've experimented with the distance, and for the game, I feel like the 75 is probably the best distance. Like, I don't know, it sounds the most accurate, but I mean, you can play with that and it's preference, to be honest. Okay. Now, when you move this, it changes where the speakers are, if you can see, right? So that's why I have it on 75. Usually everybody kind of is in this type of distance, or I don't know. Well, you can mess with it, right? But this is what I found to be the best. Okay. Now, what you want to do as well is you want to go to chat, right? So in chat, I like clarity. Okay. For my teammates, I like to hear their voices really clear. right? So I chose clarity, right? Now, when you do click this, it's going to take you back right here, right? And what you'll do is, I didn't mess with any of these. It sounds perfect to me. But what I did is I went to this stuff right here. So Clearcast AI noise cancellation, right? So like, let's say your teammates have a lot going on in the background, or somebody is talking in the background. This basically makes it so you can hear just them and not the extra stuff that they got going on in the background. Now, I don't know. It's a bar, so if you do have any problems or you can't hear them right, just lower it, or higher it, whatever it may be. But you can kind of mess with it a little bit to fine tune it. Okay. Now, you can click the question marks down here and it'll tell you exactly what these do. But if you do turn these on, it kind of gets rid of Clearcast AI. I think this basically does all of these in one. Okay. Now we're going to move on and we're going to go to mic, right? So in mic, I love this right here, right? Because you can basically change your voice. And here, look, I can show you, right? So let's say I go to balanced. You can probably hear my voice change just like that, right? So I like deep voice, to be honest with you, right? I didn't change any of these, but of course you can, okay? Now, this tab right here does the same thing for you as it does for your teammates, right? So like, let's say you have people in the back talking, right? By you turning this on, it'll help them not hear what you got going on in the back, right? So that's it. That's literally it. Now, from the app, what you want to do now is you want to go and jump into Call of Duty, right? And you want to change a few settings over here, okay? So like, let me show you. All right, so jumping into Call of Duty, what we have over here is, let's go straight to audio. So when you go, all right, let's start over. Settings, audio, this is where it's going to bring you, okay? Let's start off right here. So my master game volume is at 100. I put the gameplay music volume down to 0, the dialogue volume to 20, and the effects volume I kept at 100, and the cinematic music volume I turned down to 0 as well, okay? Now, moving on from there, we're going to go to the audio device. Now, it is imperative that you click the SteelSeries Sonar gaming option. This is how you get the effects of that app, okay? Now, if you don't click this, your sound is going to basically sound the same, okay? So I have 7.1 surround sound like capability in my headphones. You might not have this, you might only have stereo, but that's fine as well, okay? So you want to make sure enhanced headphone mode is also off, okay? Going down, also you want to go to audio mix and you want to click the bass cut option. This right here, like, I don't know if you hear like airplanes going over or people falling out the sky, right? This kind of like dumbs down that loud noise. You can still hear them, right? And where they are, but it just dumbs it down. So like, it's a little bit quieter and precise, if that makes sense, okay? Scrolling down some more, I did this because this right here with all these settings, what it does, it gives like them high pitched noises a little bit more, like, I don't know, like it hurts my ears, right? So that's why I have this on. Okay. Going to the voice chat tab, okay? Voice chat, I kept it at 100, right? But you have to make sure on the voice chat output device, you put literally SteelSeries Sonar Chat, just like we did in the other tab. You just got to make sure the SteelSeries Sonar Chat is selected in this one, right? Okay, so as we go and scroll down, right? I have my microphone level at 50, but I think it's automatically set to that. I don't know. Anyways, so going to the microphone input device, you have to do the same thing. You have to make sure it's selected SteelSeries Sonar microphone, okay? All right. Give yourself some gameplay after this, and I don't know. Let me know if this helped. Drop down in the comments below. You have any questions either? I don't know. Just hit me up. Deuce.